I never thought a simple errand could turn into a nightmare. It had been just another mundane Monday when Miss Jenkins, my history teacher, suddenly handed me an ancient-looking book to return to the library. I didn't want to return the book, but Miss Jenkins is a strict teacher who will hold a long-lasting grudge against you for any little thing, and I didn't feel like getting on her bad side. Not to mention, I was a little kid then, and during that time, teachers' words were just as strong as a parent's. That means it was law. The library was on the other side of the school, which meant I had to pass through the old wing, a place every child, teacher, every person whispered about but never dared to explore. It was this creepy area where all sorts of rumors about ghosts and missing kids were made. Honestly, it freaked me out so much I never went through there. And most other kids avoided it too, even the teachers. There was this dark energy there, as though something evil was constantly lurking, waiting for a poor person to be the next victim.
The hallway was dimly lit, with each bulb flickering like a candle struggling against the wind. The air was thick with the scent of mildew and old paper. As I walked, the silence was so heavy I could hear my own heartbeat. I clutched the book tightly, trying to shake off the feeling that I wasn't alone. I would have asked someone else to come with me, but I knew no one would have wanted to. They abandoned me, written me off as another rumor that would be spread. These thoughts terrified me as they crossed my mind. But the faster I did this, the better. Then I heard it, a low growl that seemed to come from the shadows. I froze, my eyes scanning the darkness. It sounded like an animal. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if a bear suddenly came crawling out of the darkness. Slowly, a hulking figure with fur as black as the void it emerged from came out from hiding, a couple classrooms away from me. I looked at it and instantly thought of werewolves, but this thing was unbelievably huge, especially to a small child like me, so I knew it just had to be something more. Some of its features seemed humanoid, but the proportions were so out of place, and it was very rapid and wild looking. Its eyes glowed a fierce yellow, and its breath came out in ragged snarls as it crept down the hallway and into a classroom. It didn't seem to have noticed me, although my trembling was pretty obvious. Panic seized me. I dropped the book and ran as fast as humanly possible back to Miss Jenkins. In that moment, nothing I was doing mattered anymore. I swore to myself I would never go down the hallway again. Out of breath, I blurted out what I'd seen to her and my other classmates, who didn't laugh at me because my horrified expression looked incredibly genuine. She gave me a skeptical look, but agreed to investigate. She wanted me to come along, just in case I was trying to prank her, and so I reluctantly agreed. But if it attacked, I couldn't guarantee I wouldn't abandon her. We returned to the old wing, our steps echoing in the empty space. The classroom was completely empty of all things paranormal. There were desks in rows, a blank chalkboard, but no sign of the monster. Miss Jenkins sighed, a mix of relief and annoyance on her face. It had to have been your imagination, she said. I knew that she didn't believe in that suggestion, I know what I saw. And as we left, I couldn't shake the feeling that somewhere in the shadows, the creature was watching. This was the only creature and paranormal encounter I've had in that school. And honestly, everyone there knows that something's not right, especially the teachers. But the school keeps going, and no one on the outside will believe anything we say. To think, even now, there's evil brewing in that school, snatching both students and teachers alike. I'll never return there again. Hope you enjoyed that story, and I'll see you in the next one. See you on the flip side.